What's good, people? What's good? How y'all doing? Listen, I had a couple of thoughts while I'm sitting here driving. About to go to my son's football game. But listen, check this out. Check this out for a second. On social media, you had a lot about what Dante Kyle said, a lot going on with Marvin Wine, so forth, so on. So I was just thinking about church in the context of trying to understand exactly what people don't get about the simplicity of spirituality, right? So when I hear things such as Jesus is the way, so you can only get through God through Jesus, and so that make me think like, so why is there scriptures that speak upon the fact that the kingdom of God is within you? God made us in his image, right? So when you think about those two scriptures, that just totally throw those scriptures out, basically saying you got to go through Jesus, right? But Jesus also said, I'm not your master, right? Jesus said you could do things just as I did or do them better. So why am I worshiping Jesus in that sense when he blatantly said you can do better than I? Like, make that make sense. So in other words, that's just like a father telling his son, I want you to be better than me, right? Or anything like that. You could do things better than me. Doesn't mean you worship a person. Means that you can, show gratification. You can show, you could be grateful for that individual, or you could show some type of appreciation or whatever for that individual, but it was not putting that person on a pedestal and worshiping. That just don't make sense, especially when God told you or showed you or said to you, the kingdom of God is within you. I created you in my image, meaning that you are a fractal of me, right? So you don't have to go through anything to get to me. You are a part of me, just as Jesus was. So why are we, literally, why are we worshiping Jesus, right? Tell me, make it make sense. So it's not that Dante Kyle said something that was wrong. You just didn't like what he said because you're so used to seeing life that way. I got to go through this to get to this. Why do I got to take all them steps when I am a part of that? That makes no sense. So I'm making it a lot harder for me to persist in that by saying, okay, hold on. Jesus, can I talk to God? No, you already have the capabilities and ability to do so. So that's the confusing part, right? And then you think about it even deeper. Why you can't do things financially and mentally in this world, because once you give to the church, what they gonna tell you when you need help? Oh, pray to God. You're giving your tithes and offering. It's gonna come back tenfold. When? Because they're not teaching you the proper way to get what you're giving. And if they even understood the scriptures that they're reading, right?